caught you staring across the room. Not sure that you make the move. Something like a magnet, I'm drawn to you, but somehow, baby, I'm feeling blue.
Hello. Are you ready? I'm going to show you the structure of this series of shows that we're starting right now, and that I'm building around the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We're going to point out what skills are needed to fill those needs, whether for yourself or to help others fill theirs, or as a combination of helping yourself and helping others. However, you need to understand that what you need to pay attention to is who has those skills, whether yourself or anybody else. That's because even though I say who, it's just the way to say it, we're going to go a step further. We go step by step here. You go from skills to who to the role. The role is very important because that can last longer than whoever is put in a position to play such a role. The role itself is there, and then people go and play those roles. That's why you need to understand the relationship between a role, a person playing a role, a person having skills. Now, because you understand needs that need to be filled, skills necessary to help fill those needs, and you understand someone is playing a role and that person has the skills, then it becomes possible to fill those needs. I'm also going to be matching projects that come from recommendations from the UN. I'm talking about SDGs. The SDGs, otherwise called the Sustainable Development Goals. So people who may be interested in finding out which projects I match with those needs are people who need business ideas. So come get inspiration from this show. You're invited. And also people who want to make money. So not only those projects can help fill needs, but they can also be lucrative. And I'm also thinking of business owners who want to add one or more activities that fit with the mission of their company, or they can be materializing a project just that one time or more than once, but as needed. There you go. Next, we have communication, which is a skill that I'm going to be emphasizing in this show, considering the importance of speech, of writing, of listening, of silence, of so many forms of communication that exist and that we do need to take into consideration when we need to feel human needs, when we need to communicate our needs, when we need to understand other people's needs, when we need to communicate on behalf of others. So communication is central to human evolution. This is why we're giving it its place, because it's that important. Templates will serve those who find that very useful to understand where they're going and what the starting point is and how to connect those two dots, the path to take. That also is one way to get some self-confidence as you take action, because you'll see what needs to be done and what's required of you, or what's required of the person in the role who has the skills to help with filling needs at the moment that you need them filled. Finally, we have tools and equipment. Let's consider equipment without S. So we're going to define tools and equipment like this. Tools will be kind of smaller compared to equipment, and equipment would be on the heavier side of things, while tools can even be communication. Because when you can use communication the right way, in a positive manner, so that it can be beneficial to you, it's a tool. Tools we're going to use will also be technological, and they're going to take various forms, and they can also happen to be paper and pencils or pens. As we go, we'll find out what tools we need and we will use them. Okay, the company is One Haitian One Project, and I'm defining the mission of the company here, but whatever you see here is just a way of presenting the company to you, but the extent to which we're helping through the mission of the company, that goes beyond what I'm saying right here, right now. If you already have a business, I think it's very important that it be online, and I can also help you create your business, set it up if you don't have one yet, if you don't have any yet. And I also can help you run your business, strategize. I do consultation and I can coach you. I also offer services. And I also understand business, and I can refer you to the right person if you need help finding out what role you really need for something that you need to do, that you need done. And then we have career-minded people. If you are not really interested in entrepreneurship, or not now or not yet, for any reason, or if you are not sure which path to take, entrepreneurship or having a career, I can help with that too. And the reason why I'm also counting you and paying attention to you, it's because entrepreneurs need you. And entrepreneurs need collaborators, and entrepreneurs need contractors, they need employees, they need freelancers, they need to make alliances with other entrepreneurs too, other companies. So we all need one another. This is why. If you're strong, entrepreneurs are strong too. It's that easy. What do you stand to gain from this show? You are the center of attention. I am focusing on you. And those skills that matter for needs that have to be filled, you are going to be aware of them, and you're going to know what to do, either to acquire them, to upgrade them, or to find people who have them. And you won't be doubting yourself. You will have self-confidence in how you go about solving problems that relate to human needs. This is mostly what this show is about. Now, you also see from what I just said and from what I said earlier that you'll be able to see the link, the relationship that exists between roles and skills and competences and competencies with CIES, they kind of seem to be the same thing, but they are not in English. I'm here talking about skills mostly. But in this sentence, we can say competencies too. It's the level at which somebody can perform. Yes, so it goes well here. And you do need that because you need results. And then this show will allow you to clearly understand what the goal you need to reach looks like and what you need to do to get there. And myself, Marie-Josette Maxime Calixte, I'm available to you as a business person by training and also by experience. Besides running this company, I used to run my own company about close to 30 years ago. That was in Togo, West Africa. It was a children's clothing store. And I also was raised by my parents, entrepreneurs who had invested in the human being. They used to believe in the human being, and I do too. So I'm not stumbling upon business. I'm not stumbling upon paying attention to the human being. Next, because all businesses need to serve a customer, you understand that besides my focusing on you, you also will need to pay attention to your customer and to treat your customer well, make your customer happy. This is very important, so I find it worth mentioning. That also helps you, if you're not doing business yet, understand that key person who is not part of your business, but who is, well, a key person for your business. I'm trilingual. I speak Haitian Creole, French, and English. English is the language I learned. Haitian Creole and French are my native languages. I'm telling you this because that will help you put into perspective what I mean when I say that I'm open to diversity and that I'm living it. When anyone speaks more than one language, that person understands a lot about the human being, about culture, and about human needs, about expectations, and about what to do in their own role. That's diversity in real life. Even if, for instance, let me take French. I could say the same thing for English or Creole. I'll take French. Let's say if I take French as an example, the way I speak French can be different from the way somebody else speaks French, because that person has had other experiences, has another culture. Even if we speak the same language, I can understand a lot from the way that person speaks, and vice versa. Okay, let me add something. You know, diversity, it depends on where you are geographically. It will probably take some connotation that can be slightly different from what each person is going to have in their mind, understand, or see while I'm saying these words. And I'd like to add that if, for instance, someone is doing business at a global level, do you realize that you can be doing business at a global level when you move around, when you travel? And you can also be doing business at a global level without moving around, and by staying where you are, because the world also comes to you. This is diversity. That's why it's important to be open to diversity, because sometimes you, the business person, you are the foreign person, or the person who's kind of different, who needs acceptance from others. Sometimes you are the person who needs to be accepting of others. Okay, I hope that it's clearer now what I meant. What do you need to do next? Either you do nothing, or you decide that you're watching the videos of this series one after the other in order, and then when it comes time to either build or run your business, you can choose to use the free method that I'm offering. I have free mentoring on my website, or you can combine free and paid methods. It's up to you. All I want is that you believe in yourself and that you move forward. There will be more information in the description box below videos when I post them. So think about going to the description box. If you have any questions, write them in the comment section. or you can email me at onehaitian1project.com/email. I also would like to remind you that we need to drink water and that I love you.